Welcome to Radio Days with Gary Music Miller. Now here's your co-host, Dave Black. They ain't nothing but hound dogs.
Hello and welcome once again to Radio Days with Gary Music Miller. I'm Dave Black, your co-host. This is Gary Music Miller, longtime on-air personality for WKE, as well as a very, very long time, as long as he was at Key, the music director. And if you like the music back then, this was the guy that was in charge of it. If you didn't like it, this was the guy that was in charge of it. So
exactly.
I'm sure you got feedback on either way with that.
Oh, it was the feedback I would give myself. I'd say this song is great, and then it would do anything. And then
we're coming to you from the Museum of Radio and Technology, 1640 Florence Avenue in Huntington. We'll go over that at the end and take care of all that stuff right there.
Yeah, we encourage you to listen to, watch through the end, because we do go off in a couple different directions and usually have a couple of special features.
Yeah, I think we got an interesting subject. It's interesting to me.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Every rock song you hear, and a lot of times every genre of music that has an upbeat tempo, you've got these boom, boom, hard pounding drums. Just you can't miss them. They're your timekeepers anyway. They make sure that you're right on it.
Yeah.
However, there have been hit songs, a lot of them number ones, that had no drums at all accompanying them, which is phenomenal because
it is.
You don't even hear a metronome back there tick, 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 tick.
I never, ever thought about that until you actually brought it up to me a few weeks ago, and I never thought about, I'm playing a song that has no drums.
Yeah.
But
it's
amazing.
We're going to go over.
You want to just go back and forth?
We can,
okay.
Because I might have some on my list that you have, and vice versa.
I probably have a couple that nobody else would have.
And my list will cover 50 years.
Okay.
I know we usually talk about the 70s and 80s, which makes sense in a lot of ways to us. However, I'm going to start off in 1956. Can you guess who had a number one hit with no drums in the song?
I would guess Elvis.
You're exactly right. Elvis Presley had number one on the Billboard Best Sellers in Stores chart, and most played by DJs chart, and most played in jukeboxes chart.
Wow.
It was Love Me Tender.
Love Me Tender.
Had no drums at all.
No drums at all.
So Bill Black was left out in the cold on that one.
Okay. Well, while we're talking about super groups and stars, the Beatles apparently released a few, and you probably got a list of them. One that came to mind to me immediately upon thinking about this was Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Rigby had no drums.
None.
It was I think a number one song.
A lot of strings, but no.
Yeah.
It went to number one as well. I don't know if you have this one down there or not, but as well as Yesterday.
Yesterday, yep.
Yeah, the Beatles, and that was Yesterday was 1965. Eleanor Rigby was 1966, and Yesterday went to number one. Eleanor Rigby went to number 11 on the Hot 100.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you have another one, do you want to go with another one? You want me to?
I haven't. I know that there are a couple of these to be. One online source tried to convince me Billie Jean did not have any drums in it.
No.
I'm sorry. But did Beth by Kiss have drums?
No. That song was in 1976. It went to number 7.
Went to number 7. Beth.
And Gene Simmons hated it. Did not want to do it. He said this is the worst thing he's ever heard in his life, literally.
Yeah.
And it ended up being one of their biggest hits.
It certainly was.
Besides Rock and Roll All Night, this one was, Peter Criss was the guy that sang it. And it ended up being just, every teenager's makeout song, so to speak, in that era. So
I was on the radio then, and it was huge.
Yeah.
It was so requested.
I'm sure.
Big time.
What else you got? Okay, I've got in 1971, John Denver went to number 1 on the Hot 100 with "Sunshine on My Shoulders." Had no drums at all. No drums. Zero.
have also listed, which may be wrong, Rocky Mountain High. Was that a John Denver song?
Mm-hmm.
And it was listed as not having any drums. And it's Rocky Mountain High,
I'm trying to hear it in my head. And
Rocky Mountain High.
it may not have.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Um,
And he sang it exactly like that.
he sang it just like,
Yeah.
well, then you feel free to correct us, especially me, on any of these things. There was a #1 song in the, I can't remember, 74, 75. The girl's life was taken very, very quickly. Her name was Minnie Riperton.
Mm-hmm.
You may have that on your
I
list.
sure do.
Loving You was #1, I'm pretty sure. And
I would hit the notes she does, but
I won't even try there. We used to play her song and actually play the sound of glass breaking. And we do that with Mariah Carey sometimes as well, and anybody that decided to get up in that range. So.
Okay, I got another one here from 1971. Went to #4 on the Hot 100. Is "If" by Bread. David Gates out front with that song, and then no drums at all.
Actually, it was played at my wedding.
That's a huge song.
I'm still married, so I don't have to look back unfondly at that.
Okay,
I can remember that. 1992. I'm going to jump ahead, way ahead, and 92. Eric Clapton had a hit song with Layla, with Derek and the Dominoes,
mm-hmm.
and in 1992 he released an acoustic version of Layla, and it's one of the rare songs that became a hit twice.
Wow!
So that did not have any drums in it, though. Of course, an acoustic song isn't going to.
Yep. Well, another song that had 0 drums in it was from 1973. Also went to #1. Was "Time in a Bottle" by Jim Croce.
Wow.
That's hard to believe.
That is too. Song went to I think #14 in 1984, and I'm not sure that that's correct information, but I remember the song just snaps. The Longest Time by Billy Joel.
Oh.
The longest time.
Right.
And all you heard were him snapping his fingers, basically.
Well, they had to keep time somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Okay. Well, "Time in the Bottle," going over that, blah, blah, blah. I got that one. Okay. I'm going to have to skip down here because we covered Minnie Riperton and Kiss. 1988, #1 again on the Hot 100. "Don't Worry, Be Happy," Bobby McFerrin.
Yep.
Which was an unbelievable song that went completely nuts. And everybody and his brother, "Don't worry, be happy."
Yeah, exactly. And it did. And
I thought it was kind of sappy to be happy then. But
it was. It inspired my dear friend Clint McElroy, who I haven't seen in a really long time, to write a parody song called "Don't Worry, Be Happy."
Yeah, I remember that.
When Marshall University in Huntington was playing Happy State. I have a song listed by Extreme called "More Than Words." Sorry, I'm taking your words out.
That's all right.
I think that's the one we heard. Isn't that the one we heard on the radio? We were hanging out together, and you said, "What's different about that song?" And I think the first thing that came out of my mind, out of my mouth, was "no electric guitar."
Yeah.
And you said, "No, there's something else missing." And it never occurred to me they didn't use any drums in that song.
It's crazy. Yeah. Okay, I've got one last song on my list.
Okay.
You were still at key when this one was being played. It also went to #1 on the Hot 100. It's amazing. Songs without instruments go to #1. This was by the Plain White Tees.
Yes.
Hey there, Delilah. Yeah. Number 1.
I was a key with that.
Yep, 2006.
Partially responsible for it being a hit. I don't know whether I have a couple of other songs on my list, and we covered everything. America, Horse with No Name. Did it have drums or not? I'd have to go back and listen. It was listed in a group of songs that I found and wrote it down, and didn't go back to listen to it again.
I'm trying to in my mind. I'm trying to listen. I was thinking there was some type of percussion in it, but it may not have been a complete drum set.
There should be. There should be, and I love this song. I mean, and I know it had something. I know it had tambourines in it, and I know it had some kind of drum beat to it. But Stephen Stills did a version of "Love the One You're With." Terrific song, and it was listed online again as a song that did not have drums. So, I mean, you can't believe everything you read online or hear online. So,
what?
No,
you're kidding me.
Try to tell me Billie Jean didn't have any drums.
If it's on the web, it's got to be true.
That's right. That's right. Let's see. You don't have any Stone Garys, do you?
No, I don't. That's something I forgot.
Every week that I live, there's a better chance of stuffing me.
I did. I also forgot I had a Masterpiece lyrics set up, and I forgot that one as well. So you may smite me if you wish. I'm ready to take the punishment.
Well, I'm ready to take punishment on this week's You Gotta Hear This. The reason I created this is because I had dozens every week, hundreds every month, probably thousands maybe every year of songs I had to listen to. And there are a great number of songs that I think got shafted for one reason or the other, fell through the cracks. And when I mention this group, it's going to immediately garner some laughs. But I'm going to mention Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods.
Won't get any laughs from me.
You and I both.
Tears.
You and I both hate, what was it?
Billy Don't Be a Hero.
Billy Don't Be a Hero. I always get Billy Don't Be a Hero and The Night Chicago Died.
Oh, that's Paper Lace.
Paper Lace, yeah. And actually, one of those songs was done in England by the other group. It is really weird. But the follow-up to, what is it again, Billy?
Don't Be
a Hero. Follow-up was a song called Who Do You Think You Are? And I got to give props to these guys. And I love piano music. I used to play a little piano.
You ever played big one?
Yeah. I used to play dozens of instruments. I really did.
One of the toy ones?
Yeah. I used to play piano, organ. I played bassoon, clarinet, saxophone, tuba. I played electric guitar, played all these things, none of them very well. So it was a good thing I became a DJ on the other side because, and I just got another notification if you've got your closed captioning turned on. But Who Do You Think You Are? You won't believe it's the same group, I don't think. It comes out, starts with a fantastic piano part, and it goes into the brass and the drums and the whole 9 yards of what I thought would make a good hit song. And who did I think I was calling this song a hit? But it did not. I don't think it charted. It may have charted in the 70s or 80s or something. Nobody remembers the song. So if you're interested in music at all, and it's in the back of your mind all the time, as it seems to be Dave and myself, when we're asleep, we dream music.
The one I had last night was a lot better.
Yeah, exactly. But Who Do You Think You Are? You tried to push me a bit too far, and every day sees another scar. So tell me, who do you think you are? And
trying to get in my car.
Exactly. then there's it goes at a certain tempo, and then all of a sudden it goes, "Who do you really think that you are?" And then the drummer comes in. It really is a good song. I'm sorry, you're probably going to hate it.
I do hate
You
it.
never talk to me about it.
I've listened to it, and I can't
You've
get
heard
into
who
it.
you are?
Yeah,
Who do you think you are? Well, that's going to be that. It's still going to be one of music's. You got to hear these.
Yeah, and I asked myself when it was over, who do I think I am to listen to it?
To this song. Well, you got to admit, at least it's not as bad as
Lonely Saturday Night, Bluest Man in Town.
the bluest man in town. Better than more.
You know, I have to relate just because my juvenile mind. When you talk about all the instruments you played,
Yeah.
on an episode of the Three Stooges, one of their short films, the guy asked Larry if he what instruments he played, and Larry he said something to the effect of, "I played in 5 flats and I got thrown out of all of them." So
Okay. Well, of course, the famous saying, when you're crossing the street, if you don't see sharp, you'll be flat.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
I love
right.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
The Stooges probably came up with that too.
Who knows? Well, I think we're done again.
Yeah.
So once again, we are at the Museum of Radio and Technology, 1640 Florence Avenue in Huntington. Their website is mrtwv.org. Look them up. Better yet, come out here and take a look at everything that they have for you to see. It's amazing. And they're wonderful people. They're great hosts for allowing us to use this studio here as our backdrop.
And you can contact us a few different ways. And I don't know where I was even going with that thought.
Well, you contact him on X, at Gary Music Miller. You contact him at rdwgmm@gmail.com.
Yeah,
also, on occasion now, you can get him on Facebook.
Yeah.
Then there's Carrier Pigeon and Milk Truck.
Right.
So I don't know why Milk Truck.
For some reason, I had that in my mind, and it's escaped as quickly as it came in.
So I think we're done
for the sun.
Yep. So we'll be back in a couple more weeks, hopefully, and we'll see what's messing around with that bunch of stuff. So
yeah, and if you enjoy, I know what I was thinking of. If you have a suggestion for a topic you'd like us to cover, I mean, we've done so many. We've done Christmas songs, we've done disco, we've done hard rock, we've done so many different versions of different topics. So if you have a topic of music that you like or something that fascinates you about music, send that over to us, and we quite frankly will probably use it as a
sure. We're open to that. So
suggestion.
All right. With that said, we thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching us and sticking with us. And until next time, for Gary Music Miller, I'm Dave Black. Thanks for watching. God bless everybody. Have a wonderful week. So long.